Good morning from Metro Manila, the Philippines, Southeastern Asia. I'm going through the European Union's parliamentary election results by country because the 28 member states, given their different political systems, of course, all of them are democracies in some sense, but they have different kinds of political cultures and different kinds of political parties were winners in different EU states. Although overall, in the European Union, the populist, national conservative, far right, Eurosceptic, and anti-European Union, as well as immigration and anti-Muslim parties did well, clearly better, gaining about 2/5 or 40% more seats than they had in 2014. And on the other hand, Greens or environmentalists also did well. This was not the case in every single European Union member state. So Belgium held simultaneously federal parliamentary elections whose results I will also briefly summarize. I'm using the HTTPS //www.politico.co.eu www.politico.eu website and the Wikipedia article simultaneously. The populist right-wing Vlaams Belang or Flemish Interest had a huge win in Belgium's triple election on Sunday, gaining 12.6% percentage points in Flanders, which is Belgium's northern region, and most of the people there are Flemings and speak the Flemish language, which is closely related to Dutch, and finishing second in the region with 18.5%. The win for the anti-immigration separatist party in Flanders stands in stark contrast to the Greens winning in Brussels, the Belgian capital, which is virtually the European Union's capital, even though there are offices also in Strasbourg. And then I think the European Court of Human Rights or another institution meets in Luxembourg. With 6 percentage points, and in the southern part of the country, meaning Wallonia, which is peopled largely by French-speaking individuals, as well as a breakthrough for the far-left Workers' Party across Belgium. These victories came at the cost of parties that governed with outgoing Prime Minister Charles Michel in past years. The right-wing conservative New Flemish Alliance remained the largest party in Belgium, winning around 24.8% of Flemish votes, but it dropped more than 7 percentage points. Michel's own reformist movement finished second in the southern Wallonia region, but dropped about 5 percentage points there and in Brussels. These results leave Belgium fractured as political leaders start tough talks to form the country's federal and regional governments in coming months. Belgium had the dubious distinction at the start of this soon ending decade, 2010s, by having 1.5 months of caretaker government. That is from June 2010 until December 2011, when Social Democrat Elio Di Rupo, of Italian origin, by the way, managed at last to form a federal cabinet. According to Wikipedia, the European People's Party received in the European Union parliamentary elections in Belgium 4 seats. The Alliance of Liberals and Democrats received 4 seats. The Social Socialists and Democrats received 3 seats. The Europe of Nations and Freedom group received 3 seats. The European Conservatives and Reformists received 3 seats. The Greens received 3 seats. And then the Socialist Left faction received 1 seat. In the simultaneously held Belgian federal elections, the New Flemish Alliance received 25 seats out of 150 in the Chamber of Representatives, which is now the only directly elected house in Belgium at the federal level. The second chamber, the Senate, is indirectly elected nowadays. The Vlaams Belang received 18 seats, a gain of 15. The Socialist Party, led by former Prime Minister Elio Di Rupo, received 20 seats. The Christian Democrats and Flemish received 12 seats. Then the Workers' Party of Belgium took 12 seats, a gain of 10 seats. The Open Vlaamse Liberalen and Democraten, Open Flemish Liberals and Democrats, took 12 seats. The reformist movement of outgoing Prime Minister Charles Michel, who had already earlier this year announced his government's resignation, took 14 seats. The Socialist Party otherwise took 9 seats. The Ecolo or Ecologist Party took 13 seats, a gain of 7. And that's the French language one. The Flemish language Greens took 8 seats. The Democratic Humanist Center, by its origins, a Christian Democratic Party, took 5 seats. And the Social Liberal Regionalist Political Party, DEFI, or Democrat Fédéraliste Indépendant, or Democratic Federalist Independent, took the remaining 2 seats. So both in the European Union parliamentary elections and especially in the federal parliamentary elections, Belgium once again showed its fractured characteristics as a country. It had been transformed into a federal monarchy or federal kingdom in 1993 because of those regional and ethnic and cultural and other and political divisions. In the Belgian federal cabinet since then, there have had to be an equal number of rank and file cabinet ministers representing the Flemish-speaking and French-speaking communities, and then the prime minister, regardless of his or her native language, has had to be officially linguistically neutral. Belgium also has been divided into 4 regions that have a fairly wide measure of self-government, meaning the northern Flanders, then the central Brussels, the southern Wallonia, and then the eastern tiny German-speaking communities regions.